and welcome to Mystic Star Magic. Today we're going to find out why this person came into your life. Why did they come into your life? So this is going to be a fun reading. We're going to have a lot of different things. We have tarot cards, oracle cards, divination dice, pins, and a sprinkle of charms. I'm going to actually show all the decks. So you just go ahead and check the description down below. And if you want to win a free personal reading from yours truly, go ahead and look at the description down below as well. So with that, let's go ahead and close our eyes and inhale. And now as we exhale and open our eyes, choose whichever pile draws you to it. All right, let's do this. Hi friends! So for those of you who want to see what decks we have in this reading, we have this beautiful one. It's called 53 Shades of Love. So that's why we're choosing it, because we want to see what kind of love was coming through here. And this is from Really Love Crystals, and she has an amazing Etsy shop and channel. So go ahead and check it out. I'm gonna probably leave the description, like put it in the link. We also have Brit's Tarot. Third Eye, that's really cool. We also have the Love Oracle cards by Island Time Wellness. We have my favorite. This is actually one of my favorite decks that I created because I don't know, I just find it to be very intuitive. So it's the Mystic Site Oracle. It's the big one. I use this one. This is all from, these guys are all from Hay House, and right now Hay House is having a sale, so go check them out if you like these guys, these cards. So the Soul's Journey, so I'm wanting to see like why they came into like your life, and in terms of what kind of like lessons and learn, you're wanting to have, because a lot of times when somebody comes into our life, there's some sort of lesson or some sort of a reason they're coming, right? And that's why I also chose the Wisdom of the Oracle. And if you know, this is one of my all-time favorite decks, because it's always so spot on. And we then have the postcards from Spirit, and those are the ones that you're actually choosing from, and each card has a message, so it's really beautiful. I wanted to see like what messages Spirit has about like why this person came into your life. So I hope you like this. I'm going to be trying to do this more often, showing you the decks this way instead of like writing it out, because you actually get to see, you get to see them a little bit better this way, I think. All right, let me know if you like this though. Okay, bye-bye. Hello group one, let's find out why this person came into your life. So here you chose this one. It's postcards and it says be fearless. And I have to say, in back there's going to be a message that I'm going to read to you at the end of the reading. So that's actually one of those, like I chose this because I wanted to see what message Spirit has for you in terms of like why you met this person. Like they usually have a lot of interesting things. So for the Tower, let's go ahead and have the Temperance. We have the Devil. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Four of Swords, and then we have the Five of Swords. So lots of sword energy here. So let me just put these guys over here so we have room to squeeze them all in here. So lots of like sword energy here. And it's a funny thing because we also have these two beautiful cards here that are the Major Arcana, and then one cup card, which is the Four of Cups though. That's an interesting. So lots of two fours. So I think in general just here it's like action that is inspired action that might have been needed to take. So why did you meet this person? Oh, definitely life lessons here in this particular one. Well, let's go ahead and look at the Devil card, right? Because that's one of the things. So right off the bat, we have like they did teach you something about possibly habits that you have. I'm definitely thinking habits in terms of thoughts, but it could be just habits in general, like habits or patterns that you have. They actually did show you, in many ways, they mirrored a lot of like your energy. So let's say whatever it is that, like came to the surface, you actually, they also like were reflecting that back to you. So basically they were kind of showing you any of the, definitely with the devil card, negative patterns that you have, or like not negative, um, patterns that were not helping you or your growth. That's what I'm hearing. It's like they were showing you those things. They were kind of highlighting them for you. Why? Because you needed to learn about them. I think in many ways you were closing your eyes off to those patterns. You're like, you were just not wanting to really admit to them. Yes, that's what I'm saying. They're just, you weren't wanting to admit to them. They kind of opened your eyes with that. I also have to say, like, there is a part of you who has this, like, I feel like that's part of this. They wanted to show you that sometimes, like, maybe you have a bit of a competitive energy, or like you feel like you have to fight for everything. And yes, you do win, because there is this, like, Five of Swords. There is a winning here, but it's always at a cost. And then there's like this winning, right? You took out two swords, but you're taking the Three of Swords with you, which is actually, Three of Swords is a painful, like a painful experience that you're being taken with you. So I feel like when I'm hearing this is like, this energy reminds me of, like, would you rather be right or happy? And in this instance, I feel like like maybe you tended to actually say, I would rather be right, not happy. Like, not that you didn't want to be happy, but more important to you than happiness was being right. And I feel like this person will help you to see that, you know what? No, happiness is better. Like, like, it doesn't matter this, like, having to, like, be right is not as important. So I do like that a lot. So there's a lot of lessons this person gave you. They also gave you this temperance, this balance. So I feel like it's also a patience that they gave you. They gave you a patience with yourself as well as with others, and also balance. I feel like, and by balance I mean taking an alchemist kind of balance. So taking something and actually learning from it, like taking this devil card and actually learning it and transforming it into something better. That's what I'm seeing here too. Again, with this Four of Cups, I feel like they also helped you open yourself up, because I feel like you were kind of like, like, Four of Cups is a little bit apathetic, but I feel like it kind of, just looking at this, it's like you are releasing some stuff that was kind of keeping you in that stage. And now we have this Two of Cups. So there was love here. There was definitely love here, but I feel like there was also in excess. These two were baggage that needed to be drained. So that's a very important thing. And then the Four of Swords here. The Four of Swords here to me just represents that a needing to kind of go within and rest, really like meditating. I again think that you're kind of like a very motivated person, kind of gets, like, wants to get things done. And that, just to say this, like, insightful action, like inspired action. It's interesting because it was inspired action before. I think you were just more active without any actual inspiration behind it, or it's like the inspiration wasn't really clear. It was just that you were acting here, and in coming from a place of, I would say, kind of fear, or like not abundance, scarcity is what I'm seeing. So here we have been like a total difference. Is like a lot of changing here. It's a lot of connecting and really kind of making peace with your thoughts as well, because again, with the Four of Swords, it's a thoughtful process, and making peace with your emotions as well. There's like a peace here, like there's this balance, like coming together with yourself, like finding this balance, facing all the different patterns and habits that were kind of blocking you, this baggage here, this taking the pain even from the victory, even though it was like it's a hollow victory in a sense. And finally kind of connecting to yourself, because here we have like this dream state of like shining swords, but like it's fluffy, it's cloudy, like the clouds are fluffy there. It's like a nice state, to me it seems like a very relaxing state. And the swords are actually there protecting, not hurting. Isn't that, like, to me, it's very interesting. But really what they gave, like, this was a gift of this, the temperance, of patience, of balancing yourself, of being happy with yourself. Look at her. She's just truly happy. No longer having this, like, this deep, having to look into the mirror and like trying to avoid things about yourself. It's like facing yourself full on and finding this balance between, like, your shadow and your light self, and being good with where you are. I have to say, like, there was the devil card here with this red. I have to say it was a lot of, like, protective energy here. Like, you're kind of feels like your first chakra was a little bit closed off here. It was you were feeling very much in a state of, like, having to, in a state of survival, but not really living, but being just in a state of survival aspect. I feel like this coming together with this person allowed you to shift that and more focus on your crown chakra and connecting to the universe and your stars. So I have to say, this is a very beautiful reading. Like, this person really, I feel like, taught you. And I do say that there is, like, this love. And for those who was like, this is somebody who was, you're linked with romantically, there is this sense of love right here. And there is this, because this could be for anybody. It could be for friendships, family members. It doesn't, like, it's not romantically fixed. It's just, but here for this, it's showing me that there is love here. And there's great passion as well. Maybe a codependent kind of relationship there. And then we have this one, which I have to say is, like, possibly connecting to this person in your dreams, is what I'm hearing too as well. But again, this is why you needed to meet this person, or why this person came into your life, to find this balance, to find this, like, well-being. And it's so beautiful. I know it was probably painful, just because of the Five of Swords, because even though there was a victory there, it was not a happy one. And there was, like, this energy of having, when you have to, like, let go of some baggage, it usually does not feel good. I know that for a fact. It feels good afterwards, but it just doesn't feel good while you're at it, because it's something, those are patterns, those are habits there that have helped us to achieve, to come to this place. But I feel like this person coming into your life allowed for a new shift, a new change in you, a new beginning, I would say, but it's also like leveling up, is what I want to say. So let's see what kind of love this person brought with them. So we had the surrender to love. Yeah, this is the surrendering. We're surrendering, but it's surrendering baggage and just surrendering to joy, and then giving, the giving tree love. So being able to give, again, that is, isn't that interesting? It's because of this energy of, like, not the Five of Swords. We're no longer trying to win. We're actually in a state more of giving, and that's the Four of Cups. But it's, it's funny because it's like the Four of Cups here. But again, it's like releasing the baggage, but you still have this love here. It's a balance there. And I also have to say, like, giving love to yourself was also something that you needed to do. Like, surrender to love was also what you needed to do, but it's like surrendering yourself to it, because I feel like you held yourself to a high degree that was, it just wasn't it wasn't beneficial to you. Your standards for yourself were too high, in terms of, like, they were not flexible. You were very stringent with it, and I think this kind of helped you find this balance, this temperance here. So beautiful. I love this a lot. Let's see what else they taught you. So, need time takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, and progress. I see, it's like, this is what they want. There was, like, a time to heal and the progress. There was a lot of healing to be done, and you did it here with this person. Let's see what else. So, seduction. So we have the seduction, the devil there. Yeah, there's attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, and third party interference. So there was, like, this, there was all these things, right? There was definitely seduction. There was a lot of, like, chemistry here. Or maybe if there were friends that were, like wanting you to do stuff that really didn't kind of linked with who you really are, this temperance, this more shining light. So I feel like that was what it was, but, like, you found this thing instead of, like, healing with coming with it. I really do like this. All right, let's see what we have in terms of your soul lesson. So we have empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of situation. Wow, look at that. They taught you empathy. They also taught you peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. Wow. That's beautiful. Look at it. Look at that. And that's the Shri Mandala. So that's beautiful right there. And you see this, and this is the piece we have here. So I'm being love. We're releasing the negative energy here. We're releasing those 4 cups, the baggage that was no longer here. There's peace again in our sleep, peace in our heart. I really want to say that as well. It was like, because we have this temperance, we have that. And there isn't empathy. So we're no longer trying to like win. We'd rather be happy than be right. We do have this ability to give more love here because we no longer are holding on to this baggage. And I don't just mean love to others, but I mean love to ourselves as well here. So this is, oh my goodness, this is really beautiful. I really like this reading. And here we go, blessed. It was a blessing. It was a blessing here for you to meet this person. Why? Because you have this state of being that you needed to achieve. It was really a lesson for you to like progress. It was a lesson in healing and progressing forward. So then we do have this blessing. Temperance is right there. It's the alchemy of changing. And we also have this beautiful one, so co-creating. So you're co-creating something with them. It's like, I feel like, let's clarify what that co-creating is all about. Like, it feels like there's beautiful, like, yes, maybe learning to connect to your creative side. But let's go ahead. It's the best thing of like, go ahead, let's go ahead and see, what does this co-create signifying? So co-creating, new, like being open to new offers that I feel the universe was giving you, opportunities that you couldn't see. Maybe they were offering you, like there was a co-creation with like in terms of business or something like that. It was like it opened up a new potential for you. In terms of like, it does seem like well-being, like financial or like a well-being in here. And I have to say that it's really beautiful. Let's finish it up here with what other stuff? Why did you meet this person? Like, why did you meet this person? Did you meet this person? Communication. So there was some sort of communication coming forth. Communicating. Okay. Why did you meet this person? Why did you meet this person? And blessed again. Wow. So I feel like you were communicating with, well, there was some sort of communication coming through. And I really want to say, like, communicating with your higher self is what I really want to say for some reason. There was like, this needed to happen. This meeting this person allowed you to feel this blessing, but it's like a connecting with source, a connecting with your higher being. Again, this balance of this temperance, connecting to your well-being. So that is really beautiful. Like, wow, that is so cool. All right, let's go ahead and see what the charms are going to tell us. And actually, before we do that, let's do the divination dice. No, let's do a pink first. Oh, sorry, shaky. Alright, so why did this person come into this person's life? To give you ideas, look at that light. There was more creative, like, epiphanies. There was epiphanies coming through here. Epiphanies, ideas, flashes of insights coming as well. Let's see, why did this person come into Group 1's life? Let's see. And you have the pineapple, yeah. So there was like this, you had this a shell around you, like to protect the shell, but there's so much sweetness in you that needed to come out. They did kind of, you fulfilled some sort of like I feel like a lesson that needed to happen, like a contract. If there was a contract, it should have been fulfilled here. So it should be like an ending of a cycle is what I'm hearing. There was some sort of trip, so I feel like a transformation, like a moving forward is what I'm hearing here. We have B, we have V, we have X, yeah, so it might be with somebody's X, I, and M, so I really want to say like I am, We also have a blank one. We have Taurus and Capricorn, so 2 earth signs coming here. The earth signs that I have to say a little bit stubborn is what I'm saying. Look, out of the confusion, there is the sun here, and there is moving here. A lot of like change. The wind. I feel like this person might have like changed your world a lot. And here it is. Like there was hurt here as well, but there is like this is changing this and trying to get rid of the confusion and letting the sun come out. And look at that, we do have this like little guy who's confused. He's like, what's going on? But then there's some joy here, having fun with life. And there's an explanation here letting us know that yes, blessed, you are 100%. I think this blessing, it's a blessing, and it also taught you about how blessed you are. We also have 6 here. We have those are like when we have to make a choice, and if we're aligned, it's aligned to what we want to be, like how we are. We also have this moon, so we're releasing, allowing new things coming into our life. So I definitely feel like there was a lesson here, because we do have the bird. So like communication is key here. There's a lot of communication coming through, because the birds are definitely communication here. These are my Lenormand dice, by the way. So yeah, communication was an important factor here. A lesson learned, and allowing here, we have the moon here. So it's like shining. It feels like success in work, success in like shining, because the moon is usually success in work, but it's also like shining, having that aspect of ourselves come in, shining forth, like any hidden depths, it's all being like exposed, and it's much more beautiful because of that. We also have like a little bit of anger, like maybe you're a bit angry in nature here. But with like this thing, it's like some good luck, and it lessened, I would say, like with the mice here, it lessens. You could say that it lessened like Lesssen, lessened this anger, and instead brought this thing. I would say like more like this is what I would think. Yeah, I feel like there was like a maybe you kind of were, I feel like a little stubborn just because of the Taurus energy here. Very giving, very loving, but a little stubborn. So here it lessened that, and allowed good luck to come through here. That's what I'm hearing here. All right, let's see what the pins tell us about this. Why did this person come into this one's life? Yeah, like what was it? What was it that they were there? Oh, look at that. It's an interesting here. There was some sort of proposal. I wonder if there was a proposal there. Some sort of like a proposal contract there coming forth. Mixing things up. Mixing things up. I really feel like that. That's what I'm like, putting all the ingredients together. Like when you put all the ingredients together and voila, you bake it and it comes out as a cake. Something like that. It was like you needed to stir things up. There was a lot of like this, I feel like a stagnant energy around you, and then boom, they stirred things up. They made that kind of a thing. This was then again, we have the blessed here with this beautiful like angel, like Cupid. Could be love, it could just be like angels watching over you. There was like, this was a blessing here. Again, with this tree here, it's growth. It was growth for you. There was needed to be growth here. And there was an unlocking. And here, this is part of my love oracle deck. And so I know it was the unlocking of the heart. It needed to be unlocked. For better and more things to come through. We have the elephant here. So it's like, it was a slow moving thing, right? It was like a lot of patience that needed to be like learned here. There's patience that needs to be learned as well. And so we do have this like patience, but moving forward, but in a patient manner, and also feeling like grounded and being part of like a kind of like a community or like a family. That's important as well. So before we end, it's a beautiful reading, which I have to say I do 100% love. Let's go ahead and read the special message. So postcard, be fearless. Here we go. So I'll read it along and we can do it together, and I'll just leave it in case you want to take a picture of this. So dearest you, sometimes it's wonderful to give, but there are times you might find yourself overgiving. It might be a good time to check in and see where you might be cutting off the flow of abundance. Let others give to you, even if you're more comfortable being generous and being the giver, the healer, the rescuer. In the art of living, we sometimes overlook an important skill, receiving gracefully and with gratitude, without diminishing yourself or trying to deny vulnerability or bringing an agenda of equality to it. Receiving is hard for some people, maybe you. You do not need this for you do not need a this for that or in your exchange with others. You are doing good in the world. Let the world give back and support you. Then you can give up the old stories that have you convinced that you have to do everything alone with no help. Let your well be filled. We all love you so, so much. Wow. Isn't that beautiful? And you do have this. You do have this now. So please let me know if you did like this reading by commenting, sharing, liking, and subscribing. I really appreciate all those things, and I appreciate all of you who have been doing that. You guys are amazing. I so love your energy. I've been doing lots of personal readings, and the people I've met are amazing, and I know that you all are amazing too. If I would say magical indeed. So with that, I'm sending you so much love, so much light, so much happiness, so much joy, and I hope this really like kind of put everything in perspective and let you know that like this is a beautiful thing. You have grown so much from whatever it is, meeting this person. I hope you did like this, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye, group 1. Hello, group 2. Let's find out why this person came into your life. So we have this, you chose this beautiful postcard, and it says, with love. And we're going to read the message that's on the back of this at the end of the reading. So stay tuned for that one. Let's see what the tarot has for us. Why did you meet this person? So we have the Chariot. We have the 8 of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Fool, and we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So, right off the bat, I see a lot of motion forward, but I feel like it wasn't so always the case, right? The 5 of Pentacles right here, I feel like there was a lot of scarcity, worrying about a scarcity coming through here. I do feel like this person allowed you to have a new beginning. There was something like, I do feel like this was a stuck energy, and this person allowed you to have a new beginning. Possibly you met them in like, while you were learning something, or possibly like doing something with work, but you might have learned that. But it was something that also you needed to learn. Maybe how to be more aware with money or your resources, including your own resource of like your time. I don't know why that's important as well. Time is important, seems here. There was a lot of like 8 of Wands energy here. So the 8 of Wands in the Chariot to me is like a fast moving energy. This is like a moving forward energy. Like you were kind of going right after what you wanted. It feels like there was a lot of like, maybe after you met them, you felt that way, but I feel like this was like you were very driven for something. And do feel like there was a choice that needed to make. Sometimes we're moving forward, but we don't actually have a direction. Like we're going forward, but we don't know which like way to go. And there's going to be a crossroad. I feel like maybe this was at a crossroad. Again, there was like moving forward. Maybe there was like if this was a romantic, there was a lot of passion. I also feel like a lot of communication, but a lot of passion. There was a meeting here, even though this is like a pentacle. I feel like a meeting of the mind somehow. Again, there was like this beginning here, a new beginning here. Everything felt new. Everything felt like, wow, this is like unbelievable. That allowed you to have this. And I feel like it helped with this 5 of Pentacles with the scarcity. And a 5 of Pentacles is usually being in a place where you feel completely scarce. But then the positive side is that if you ask for help, it is given. But what happens is sometimes you're not ready to ask for help. And this feels like here, this I'm getting is like it taught you how to ask for help here as well. Yeah. And I also feel like it also gave you a focus, like a lot more focus here. Not just moving for the sake of moving, but like a real strong focus. Like now you really know what you want. Like it was if you actually know like Esther Hicks and the law of attraction, she has this thing where she says, like when you realize what you don't want, that moment, like when you're like at a place in time when you realize you don't want something, right? So you're like, I don't want to, let's say, I don't want to be in the state of like scarcity. Here is the beautiful magic moment, because then right away, as you say that you don't want this, you know what you do want. And so this is what I feel like this was like a point in time. This person helped you realize what it is that you want. Maybe by giving you what you don't want, or maybe by teaching you. But I feel like there was a point in time. This was the point in time where you shifted, and maybe whether you're aware of it or not, and you realized what it is that you want, and you now had the clear path to going for it. And I have to say, it's a very beautiful thing to hear, because I feel like it was a new beginning of some kind for you. Wonder if it was like, for some of you, I feel like it was a new beginning for you to like go into a different profession, or start over fresh in a new profession or something like that. Yeah, or like for you to like learn more. It's like learning is important here. So this is really good, and learning how to ask for help. Let's see what the oracle cards tell us. So runaway love. Oh, there is that runaway. So there's this, and we also have a break from love. So it's interesting. There was like a great intensity, but maybe there was also like, and this is kind of funny because this is reminding me a lot of the Chariot. You're moving forward, but it's also like a break from love. I'm wondering if it was that you started off a break from love with this Five of Pentacles, right? A break from love. Because it does seem like doesn't they look the same kind of, right? A break from love. So I feel like not closing yourself off to love, and then having this runaway love. So moving it forward, right? Again, this writing, it seems like that's what it is. But let's see what other stuff comes through here. We have camera. So reminiscent, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. So learning, yeah, I feel like there's a lot of learning here. I don't know, but whenever I see the camera, it's also, I'm always like looking at it in terms of like, what kind of lens are you looking at? Are you looking at the lens of scarcity, right? Or are you looking at the chance and potential of things, right? And I feel like that might be something that this person taught you. They might have actually taught you how to use the camera, or like take pictures, or do something artistic as well. But there's like learning. There was like a learning relationship here. And we have both. So receive what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure, issues. My light lit up with the closure and issues. So maybe there was like a moving on aspect here. But it was a growth here. Yes. Okay. Yes. Great. Growth is important here. Yeah. So there was, yeah. So there's like this progression that needs here, and we're moving on. We're finding closure. I really do feel like there's a moving away from the scarcity, and the scarcity just wasn't about financial. It means like scarcity of giving love, scarcity of like everything, and in just closing yourself off, because even with this scarcity, it was really interesting because you didn't want, at the same time it was scary for you to ask for help. And I understand. I'm like that sometimes too. Like, oh my God, but I feel like this is moving forward. There was a forward momentum that needed to go through. I want to go ahead. Actually, let's see. Actually, I want to do this one first, and then we'll go with the other ones. Why did this? Why did group 2 meet this person? Okay, this one wants to come out. So faith. To learning to have faith. Okay. Why did group 2 meet this person? Stuck. Yeah. Oh, look at that. I like when things like that. So you were feeling stuck. You were stuck in this right here. This was what you were doing. This was what you were doing. This was, you were feeling stuck. It could be with your emotions, with love, in terms of finances. You were feeling stuck. I feel it's just stuck in general. So this connection was to teach you about faith and to ask for help. and then moving forward. And then when you did, there was like a clarity. It's also like, I really do feel like that there's a new beginning for you as well here. But I feel like that it was this moment of figuring out what it is that you do want. It was like, I don't want this, and having that clarity of, now I know what I want. So I do feel like that's beautiful. Let's see what lessons you took from your soul lessons. So fear. I realized that I'm testing my resolve to live in energy of love. Okay, so there was a lot of fear here. This is the stuck energy here. So I realized that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. And worry. So here we go. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. And so you were like, that's the kind of like, here we have this energy here, right? This stuck energy, this break from love, having this stuck energy here. It's if you were stuck in this fear and worry, and that was the 5 of Pentacles there for you. But I want you to see something. Sorry, because this was one card, right? I want you to see that right there. This was one card and the rest of them are beautiful. Like, and I'm not saying that this is a bad card. I'm just saying this, like this is the card where I was like, this is where the blockage is, right? And then this is all so beautiful and momentum moving, fast moving energy, chariot, success. Chariot is success. It's like, but having that clarity, being able to achieve that success because you have that clarity, learning here, new beginnings. So really beautiful, beautiful. Yes, very beautiful. So let's go ahead and see what this one is. Let's see. So not for you. Maybe it just something was not for you. So maybe this was not what ended up. But we have imagine, and so it's like, yeah. So maybe it was not for you. Was like. And when we have this not for you, it means that there's something better coming forth. So maybe it didn't work out. Maybe if this was a love thing, it just, even though it seemed like everything was there and it didn't work out, or like some sort of like something happened that maybe in the past you were rejected in some manner, right? But you moved away from this and then you started to be able to imagine. You started to imagine what it is that you wanted. You started to be able to see this vision of what you wanted and be able to move forward because now you knew what you wanted. So that is beautiful. Let's go see what pin comes through here. So like for this, like why did group 2 meet this person? Like what was it that you needed to? Okay. So when we see the little alien being abducted, I feel like you needed to move away from a situation. You needed to see things in a different perspective. This is actually for me like a little bit of a hangman because it's like you're kind of stuck in this thing, but it's like you're gonna see things in a different perspective as you go through a little bit of a thing. But I feel like you also felt a bit maybe powerless in this regard of shifting. But I feel like now you understand there should be some great, you should feel the power now. It's okay, we'll see. Let's see what else. Okay. We do have the G, we have Q, we have A. Wow, we have a whole bunch of, we have a whole bunch of like blank guys. So I guess we're going to let that be. We have Sagittarius, so we have fire energy and Leo, so lots of fire coming through here. It's funny because group 1 was all like earth and you are all fire. So here we have first step. So yeah, taking the first steps. When you take the first steps, it'll lead you to where you need to go. Oh my God. You also got the pineapple. Group 1 got the pineapple too. And I feel like there's this protective core like about us. I feel like often I'm a pineapple too. I don't mean to be prickly sometimes, but I feel like when we're hurt, right, we develop this like tough like exterior and stuff, but we need to let that go because it's kind of like when you have that protective warrior. I'm not saying talking about boundaries, but I feel like sometimes we're like in this 5 of Pentacles, right? It's like we're kind of stuck too in this energy of like worry and fear, right? And not letting things in. And then so we're blocking things. We're blocking both like everything. So I feel like now is like this person helped you bring out more of your sweetness, your kindness here. I'm not saying that you're not kind, but I feel like they opened you up, helped you open up. Again, we helped to release some of the past here because we do have the snow here. So the clouds, confusion and past energy, like sadness or I would say like wounds from the past. Help you grow. There was like I feel like there was a fast moving with this tree. You're not, I feel like this journey is not over for you. And I mean, our journeys aren't really, but this is not still like, there's still more. There's still the apple hasn't, the flower haven't come here, but you're learning from it. You have like mastered this a lot. You have the sun coming through here, so there is like a great insight, a great like well-being that is going to come forth. We just ended a full moon, so I feel like we were releasing this. Right now we're getting ready. We're releasing all of this, right? We're getting forward. We're starting new with this full energy here as well. So it might have been that there was a third party situation. There was like some sort of something was happening with your heart where you had to make choices, or their heart. It's up to you. I don't, there is this playfulness and love coming through here though, that is, I do quite love. So we have one, so starting to see manifestations, and then making, and then knowing to align with you, what you want is really, when I say higher self, but I feel like with this one is aligning with what you truly want versus what you don't want. So knowing what you want and then aligning for it. So I have to say this is like an interesting thing. Okay, look at this. I guess we are missing one of my other dice, but I'm going to go with it because sometimes, yeah, because it's usually 6. Oh, okay, decided to stay in, and I'm not going to bring it out, but I just wanted to make sure it was still around. Okay, so these are my Lenormand dice. This was my first attempt of it, so we're going to change this into the wooden one, although I really like the white one too, but well, besides the point, sorry. So here we got movement. Definitely I want you to see this. I actually, when there's like there's movement forward here. So there's movement. There was some sort of like, maybe somebody came in. There was either this is I feel like this is happening now. So I'm gonna say movement forward, divine masculine gift, gave a gift. There was like some sort of luck, successful meeting of some kind with a divine masculine, gave a gift, and the gift was a new beginning and love here. Isn't that beautiful? It's a new beginning, and that's the Fool. You see, like, again, I have to show this because I'm like, wow, how is it? The cards are so amazing. So we have this new beginning. This is the gift of new beginning. You have a new beginning as the gift of new beginning. And I wonder if for some of you actually was a kid, a beautiful child, but a new beginning in love. And there's again the heart here, love coming through. So beautiful. Let's look at what the sprinkle of charms are going to tell us. So why did this person come into group choose life? Why were they this? Okay, wow. Wish fulfillment in here. Luck coming through here. Finding peace was also here. They had a message, a strong like message coming through. Look at this. Finding like a sense of like when the floor releases, like there's like I want to say like beautiful grace. There's like finding grace within yourself. Playfulness coming through here. There was playfulness that needed to happen. Maybe it was like you're stuck in this energy of scarcity. You were not being able to see the joyous things in life. They unlock self-love was important here. When we have those beautiful guys, this is like, I think my favorite charm. I love it. Then there's like, to me, it was like an adventure that you needed to have. It was a new beginning. Seeing the world and all its colors and all the beauty in the world. That's really what I'm saying. Like actually having a higher view of things, and not being stuck anymore. Like there's the freedom here, the great freedom here. My little turtle here is like moving, being okay with things moving a bit slow sometimes too. It's like a balance of moving fast and then moving slow. Possibly here with the Cinderella, it's like maybe finding, I really feel like this might have helped you find a worth, or like that you want to be the one. Like you found out like, okay, I want to be the one. Maybe this was not for you this time, but it's like you do want to be the one, and you've opened yourself up for it. All right, let's see what we are going to go ahead and see what the what our messages from the postcard, and I'm just gonna put it here, so if you want to actually take pictures of it, go ahead, we can. So, dearest you, selfless giving is an elixir so sweet and life-giving and amazing that it should be customary for everyday living. Right now, generosity is being asked of you. Let go of depth. Depth. Sorry, sometimes I have problem pronouncing things, so please forgive me for that. Release an obligation or to do a solid kindness to someone for no other reason than as an exercise of the heart. You will be surprised how quickly a generous heart is repaid. We know it often doesn't happen in the immediate exchange, so temper your expectations. Know that life has an uncanny way of sending miracles seemingly unrelated to your kindness, yet interconnected in a magical ways. The more you act from generosity, the bigger your heart grows, and the more love and abundance you will experience. We also know that someone could be entering your life with a generous offer for you. Take it. Trust you are worthy and deserving of it. You have to receive, not just give. We love you so, so much over here. Oh, I love this message. This is a beautiful message, right? And with that, I'm just gonna go ahead and say I think this is it. Please let me know if you like this reading. You can comment, like, subscribe. That's also awesome. And share with others you feel this might be a blessing or like something fun that they could do. For all of you who have been doing that, I feel so blessed and I'm so grateful to all of you. You have no idea how, like, you really do make my day. Like, you make this worth it, right? Like, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't feel all the beautiful energy and kind loveliness and love that you send my way. So I'm very grateful. So I am sending you so much love, so much light, so much beautiful things, and I really do hope if the love hasn't come through yet, I hope that it comes very soon, because I feel like there is a new love potential coming for you. So please be open to it. Okay? Have a great day. Bye bye, group 2. Hello, group 3. Let's find out why this person came into your life. So this has a little message in the back, and we're going to wait until the end of the reading to go ahead and see what message came through. So let's see why this person came into your life. Let's look at the tarot, and then we'll look at all the oracle cards. So we have the Lovers. Wow. We have the Hermit. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords. Oh, and we have a blank one. Ha! So we'll go with these guys. Oh my god, I did not see that. It's like, I wonder what this was all about. Okay. I hope I have all the cards. I will have to check later. Okay. Alright, so this is what we're having here. Well, just in general, I'm like, wow, the Lovers, it was a big meeting here. The Hermit energy here. Introspection. I feel like some of the other ones I wasn't clear whether the person was like, there was a love connection there, but this definitely feels like this was a love connection, or it was like soulmate connection of some kind, like soulmate twin flames kind of connection. I'm not sure. But we do have this like Hermit energy coming through here, so also like going deep within. It was like, I feel like this was a lot of like going inward and getting to know yourself a lot more. Again, this introspection here. There is a lot of clarity here. And I do find this, like, it's fascinating to me here. We have the Page of Swords, and then we have the Queen of Swords, all right? And I just want to show you this. Like, look at this Page of Swords and how happy and shiny and like excited they are. And then this Queen of Swords, who's just kind of like, look at that eyes. They're kind of a little bit dead there. Telling truths, right? But not in a fun manner. And I usually, which is really interesting to me, but I feel like this is like, usually like Queen of Swords, like Queen is what we're aiming for, is what we're trying to achieve. But then what it is, it's just that it's like, in this case, I'm actually going to go with that. I feel like this was a connection that was there to teach you how to have fun again, to be more childlike. And that's the kind of a message that I'm getting. So here, the Queen of Swords has this energy of being sometimes overly critical. totally understanding, a bit judgmental, tells the truth. It's not like that they're not telling a truth, right? But can say things it can be harsh. The energy is a little harsh sometimes, but definitely truthful, right? And that's okay, you know, how we express ourselves, something. But this connection was all about how to, like, again, have a little more fun and still tell the truth, right? Still tell, like, your vision, but coming from a different place, coming from this joyous place. So it's really, to me, this is just like quite fascinating. Because this is not the order I would say, like, you usually want to go from page to a queen, and that's kind of like how, but here, no, this person taught you how to, like, have fun, be a little more childish, and not be as critical. I feel like that was, like, it was a very strong blessing. It also brought you deeper to being closer to who you are. I feel like it was definitely a connection with more like connecting in a higher level. This was a deep connection, deep spiritual connection is what I'm hearing. Deep spiritual connection that actually allowed you to kind of take off all this, like, yeah, like, I do want to say, like, being a bit critical. And the thing is, here, it's the Queen of Swords is not just critical to others, but critical to herself. And can be really harsh, especially when that sword is turned inward. That is painful. So here, no, this person taught you how to, like, not be that anymore. Wants you to have more joy, more fun, and have a lot of a stronger connection to your spiritual aspect of self. Again, lots of love here with this. Lovers is just a real, like, connection. This was like a contract of some kind. Definitely soulmates, twin flames kind of love right there. Let's see what other stuff kind of tells us about this. Let's go ahead. So life after love. Okay. And we have settling for love. Wow. That's an interesting coming, like, it was life after love, and it's like finding peace within yourself. Wonder if it didn't come out quite right, but look at this. There's a piece here, but there is a piece here that needs to do, and maybe not settling for, I don't know, settling for love, even though it's just settling. I don't know, to me it just seems like there is a connection, even though there's a freedom here. Like here, there seems to be, like, very independent, but willing to also be open to love. This is actually, I'm going to clarify, because I actually want to know what this settling in life after love means. So let's clarify. Well, hopefully we'll clarify with other stuff, but I also want to just, because if things are like, I'm like, I don't know what's happening here, I like to clarify. Okay, so let's go ahead and see, what does this settling for love mean, for why group 3 met this person. So the King of Cups. Okay, so that's a beautiful thing. Okay, and how about this, a life after love? Why is this life after love there for meeting this particular person? Like, okay, so 7 of Rods. Okay, so I'm beginning to see a thing here. Okay, it's like, that's why I clarify things. So I feel like before, in the past, there was, like, you had to be very defensive of yourself, and might have been a challenging love. So it was like you were kind of like here, so challenging love that left you kind of like on the defensive. You were always having to struggle, and then you kind of, I feel like you didn't trust in love there. So it's like, after love, seems like you're okay by yourself, because I mean, like, this is paradise too, but still there was a defensiveness that kind of took over you. And this settling for love, I feel like it wasn't like it's settling in love is what I'm hearing. I'm sorry to say, but because there is this person who comes here. The King of Cups is very, very, like, very giving. Is a poetic of all, like, he's poetic. He's very nurturing, very loving. And when I see the King of Cups, I think like a seahorse. Who's very nurturing, very giving, and I feel like it's allowing that to happen. It was like an opening of of this. So this was this life after love might have been that you were hurt before with love, and you had this energy of this Queen of Swords, which is not very emotional, which is not very which is kind of critical of others, but it's because they needed, like, it was a protective, it's out of protective necessity sometimes. Again, very strong, very beautiful. Like, I would never, like, the Queen of Swords is a queen that I highly respect and I really do love, because whenever I see the Queen of Swords, it reminds me greatly of my grandma. She would tell things like it was, and she had that very strong, she's a beautiful person, like so strong, so full of like courage, but just strong and strong in her convictions. But this energy was not serving you, because the truth, like, it's okay to have that, right? That beautiful, like, I mean, strong convictions and all that stuff, but this was missing the fun part. The fun part was missing. And I feel like allowing somebody to take care of you and love you, that was part of what needed to happen. I do feel like being more childlike and having fun is a strong lesson that came through here as well. So this is really interesting. Let's continue. So we have this. So the golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissistic, one-sided relationship, love bombing. So maybe you had this before. I don't feel like this is the relationship that you had. I don't think that was like a self-absorbed, narcissistic, one-sided relationship. I feel that was the past that kind of gave you that defensiveness. And then we have stagnant. Oh, wow. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. Wow. I wonder if that's the energy that you came from. And that's why you had that strong thing here. Oof, that's a strong energy. Let's see what we have this in terms of, like, where we are in terms of soul lessons. We have this trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So there's learning how to trust was an important aspect of this. And in death, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Wow. Yeah, this is definitely seems like this was a twin flame kind of energy here. Whew. I wonder if, but it doesn't, to me, it just doesn't seem like they would hurt you. It seems like that was in the past. But let me know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know more about this, because this is an very interesting reading. Let's see what other lessons we have. So a leg up. Yes, asking for help, allowing others to help you. I do feel that that's important as well. And we have this of like cleaning it up and letting go of the past, removing the past, letting go, accepting that sometimes the endings are like just beginnings for something even better. So that is really, wow, that's really beautiful. All right, let's see what your pin is. What pin? Like, why did group 3 meet this person? Okay. So group 3, you needed to learn how to take care of yourself, to grow, to allow yourself to grow and to nurture yourself as well. Yeah, that's like self-growth and being okay where you are, regardless of like where you are. You just allowing yourself to grow there, but really nurturing yourself is really necessary there. Let's see what we also have for divination guys. Why did this group 2 meet this person? Okay, we have T, we have blank, D, we have blank, we have M. Scorpio energy, yeah, so water sign. So water signs, and yes, very intense water sign. Scorpio is intense. Nothing wrong with that. And we have Leo, so fire and water. Oof. So maybe when mixed together, it can be tough. Okay, so we have sadness coming through here. I also feel like, wow, a wake-up call of some kind. We used to have broken heart, so that played a factor. Attention, really strong here with the Page of Swords. So really having that, like, learning. Again, it's like learning how to have fun, how to be like fun and have fun, and in connecting to your inner being, like your inner child, having fun with that. Again, this was like a completion of some sort of cycle that needed to happen. We have growth. So we have like blossoming, and always blossoming of the heart here, super important. Again, this is like the Page of Swords again, energy, having fun with it, being truthful. It's not like you're not being who you are. It's just allowing more joy to come through here. We have a wish fulfillment coming through here and an epiphany as well. So there is like a lot of epiphanies coming here. Getting ready for a new start is what it is. So we're letting go of the baggage and getting ready for the new start here. I I did see, yeah. This, okay, we have the 6. So again, it's a decision that needs to be made here. Could also be, again, lovers. The lovers here is, again, twin flame kind of energy, soulmate kind of energy. Okay. So look at that. So this is like a beneficial meeting in terms of like love, maybe, yeah, in terms of love. But there's a purity here that needs to happen, like, or maybe, or lots of like passion coming through as well. So this is like, could be that with a particular meeting, like it's a meeting that's very beneficial though. And then we do have the moon and the lily. So it could be either like one that brought out some like sense of your childhood, the purity coming out. So I feel like more of like not a jaded heart but a pure heart, or it could be lots of passion coming through as well, especially at night. So lots of sexy times. You have also a gift that a gift that, even though like it with the mountains here, there was like a slowing down of a gift. It's coming through, and it's going to give you clarity, because the 16, the stars, is the clarity coming through here. Wow, I do really love this. Wait, did I I forgot. Did I forget this? Oh my god, how could I forget this? All right. I believe I did. Okay, no, I have to two more. I forgot to do this one, the mystic site, and that also helps me clarify things. All right, let's see. Why did group 3 meet this person? What did group 3 meet this person? Okay. All right, well, I wanted 2, but all right, we got 4. So we're going to go with them because that's how it is. So yeah, so day, we have leap, we have choices, and we have ephemeral. Wow, okay. So it was meant to shine. You're meant to shine. I'm meant to shining, focusing more on like the light inside you, like not the, again, not critical, but the light in here, taking a leap of faith, allowing, like, yes, trusting and taking a leap of faith. We have the choices, knowing that things don't always last forever, but we can still enjoy them while they're there, right? This beautiful bubble, you can still enjoy the beauty of of this bubble, like it's rainbow and everything. It may not last forever, but we can still enjoy it, right? We can't keep the bubble forever, but we can, if even if it pops, we can blow another one. There's new things coming, so we can't get stuck in a moment. We have to like move forward, and new things come, new beautiful things are coming. And that's that choice, the choice of being stuck, of like trying to like hold on to things, and allowing yourselves to like, allowing this death, knowing that there's beginnings and there's endings, and there's like the choice of that, and choice of trusting. Do we trust? Do we allow people to help us? Taking a leap of faith here, right? Focusing on the beauty in the day, like the things that are in us, the light that's in our life, rather than in the night, the darkness that is in us, right? There's nothing wrong with the darkness. I'm just saying that this is something that this person taught you. How to like remove, I really do want to say, like, letting go of the past, cleaning up the past, cleaning up that energy. That's something that they're supposed to teach here. Let's go ahead and see what your sprinkle of charms is for this. Why do you meet? Yeah, see the camera here. How do you look at it? Could also be memories here. Whew. Oh, you got the conch, so it feels connecting to your higher self, your higher wisdom. This hermit energy is coming through here. Higher wisdom needs to come through. Mixing things up, having the apple. Again, learning. For me, it's like a lot of learning needed to happen here. Creating, like, oh, look at that. And this could be like a friendships that needed to happen as well. Like allowing yourself to have, oh, no, actually here I'm seeing allowing yourself to see things in more than one color. And I mean that, like, instead of just seeing everything as black and white, seeing it as there's colors to it. There's like looking at different things. There's different colors in a situation. Again, wish fulfillment coming through, and then we have wish fulfillment. So 2 wish fulfillments were coming through. Heart. Okay, so there is definitely feels like there's a strong love here. So a North Star, some love here, like guiding your heart to where it needs to go. And again, a strong message coming forth, something from the past. I don't know why, but it feels like there's a lot of past memories here. I feel like some of them need to be released, make peace with them and then release them in a way. We do have, look at that, so we have some hidden stuff that's still there, that needs to come out as well. And then we have unlocking the key of your heart. Yeah, this is from my love oracle deck, so I know, set, so I know this is like about unlocking your heart. So this is really interesting. Let's go ahead and see what message spirit here. And it is like about mixing things up here, like having fun with things, not getting stuck, but like bringing new energy coming through as well. But let's go ahead. So we have hope floats. Oh wow, that's beautiful. Hope floats. So let's go ahead and see. I'm just going to read it and put it here if you want to take a picture of it. So, dear you, oh my, things are stirred up and changes upon you. Wow, look at that. Isn't that fun? This is just cause for celebration. No need to be nervous, but know that it is okay to be afraid when faced with the uncertainties of life. The funny thing is that the courage doesn't get mustered in the absence of fear, rather in spite of it or even because of it. Step into the unknown now, let go of the branch you are clinging to, and let spirit take the wheel and help you steer you to your highest good and the most wonderful adventure. All you need to concern yourself with is choosing courage as your ally. Leave the rest up to us. There is loads of miracles being shipped your way. Remember what a philosopher Joseph Campbell said, take one step forward and the God, take one step towards the gods and they will take 10 towards you. We are all doing we are all doing the destiny cha-cha on your behalf. That's right. Don't be afraid to dance. Loving you always. Wow. Sorry about my being able to read and stutter throughout. I have a little bit, but I do want to say that there's this, if it was like, this is what it was all about, why you met them. There's this trust that needed to come, the choices, and allowing endings to happen. Seeing the beauty even if things don't last forever. It's ephemeral, but there's still beauty to enjoy it. Okay, so I think that is it for you, Group 3. Let me know what you thought. Let me know, comment down below. I always appreciate comments. I always appreciate people who like, comment, subscribe, and share this. I'm always amazed by you. I've been doing lots of personal readings, and I know you guys are all so beautiful and amazing. And I don't know, just each person is so much light is in there. I'm just always in awe of that. So thank you so much. I am sending you so much love, so much joy, so much fun and happiness, and I really want beautiful things to kind of continue coming your way. Beautiful things are on your path, so be open to them. Have that fun energy as a like a kid having that fun energy. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye, Group 3.